You've been playing small for so long, you forgot what it feels like to move with power. You've built routines around weakness. You reward yourself for doing the bare minimum. You're not exhausted, you're undisciplined. You scroll to escape. You talk to feel progress. You post because it feels like action. But none of it counts. None of it matters. Deep down, you know you're capable of more. That's why you feel empty. That voice in your head, it's not doubt, it's your potential screaming. But instead of building, you delay. You wait for the right mood. You wait to be ready. There is no ready. There's just right now. Every day you wait, someone else takes what could have been yours. Attention, leverage, legacy. The world doesn't pause, it just forgets. You've been lied to, told to be patient, told to be grateful for average. That's how they tame lions, by feeding them comfort until they forget they were built to hunt. You were not born to repeat days. You were not born to stay quiet. You were built for war. And if you're not waking up with a target, you're already someone else's prey. You don't need a better routine. You need better standards. Stop aiming to survive. Aim to dominate. Start asking more from yourself, from your body, from your focus, from your time. If you're not willing to suffer for it, you don't deserve it. There are no breaks on this path. There's discipline, pain, silence, and then power. The kind of power that moves people without permission. No one respects potential. They respect proof. So stop talking about what you could do. Show what you can't be ignored for. And if you're waiting for motivation, you've already lost. Motivation is a mood. Discipline is a weapon.
That's heavy. Feels like you're exposing every excuse I've used.
I'm not exposing them. I'm killing them. This isn't about motivation. It's about reminding you what it feels like to be dangerous, to wake up with fire in your chest and clarity in your mind. There's no going back now. You've seen too much. You've felt that spark. So here's the move. Cut the noise. Cut the waiting. Cut the weakness. Replace every I should with I must. Replace every I hope with I build. Remind yourself every morning, someone with less talent is getting more done. The man you want to become, he's watching, he's waiting. And he doesn't care about your feelings. He's only measuring your execution. Get obsessed. Get consistent. Get violent with your potential. And don't you dare look back. They keep telling you to find balance, to slow down, to give yourself grace. That's why they stay average. Balance is the language of mediocrity. You think killers, champions, legends, you think they were balanced? No, they were obsessed, consumed, and that's why they dominate while others decay. Balance is for the finished product, not the man still building. You want to coast? Fine. Earn it first. Go through war. Bleed for it. You get one shot at this, one window. If you don't sacrifice now, you'll sacrifice everything later. Obsession doesn't burn you out. Confusion does. Doing half your best while pretending you gave it all, that's what kills momentum. You don't need more time off. You need more intensity when you're on. You're not tired, you're soft. You're misaligned. The strongest version of you is working while you're scrolling through productivity hacks. He doesn't care how you feel. He's too busy becoming undeniable. Don't aim for balance, aim for dominance. Trade your weekends, trade your comfort, trade your entertainment. Get dangerous. Obsession builds empires. Balance builds routines. Which one are you here for?
That sounds brutal, but it also sounds right.
Show me your environment and I'll show you your future. Your habits aren't broken. They're being reinforced daily by what's around you, your people, your patterns, your digital diet. You think you've got a discipline problem. No, you've got a distraction problem. You've built a life that rewards weakness. You can't grow in a space built for comfort. You can't evolve while surrounded by people who clap for your laziness. If they're not challenging you, they're compromising you. There's no in between. You need pressure, deadlines, expectations that expose your excuses or force your evolution. You become what you tolerate. You become what surrounds you. Audit your space, cut the noise, replace entertainment with education, replace support with standards. Want to grow? Rebuild your environment. Make your room a launch pad. Make your phone a weapon. Make your circle a mirror. Stop blaming your willpower. Start managing your inputs. Your future depends on it.
So it's not about grinding harder. It's about setting up your world to make grinding automatic.
Exactly. Control the inputs, and the outputs take care of themselves. Pain isn't the enemy, it's the signal. It's the most honest feedback life gives you. Most people numb it. They scroll it away, drink it down, sleep it off, but pain ignored becomes pain repeated. That anxiety in your chest, that frustration in your gut, that's not weakness. That's your potential screaming at you to level up. Stop seeing pain as punishment. See it as evolution. Pain is pressure, and pressure builds savages. You don't grow when things feel good. You grow when they stretch, when it stings, when it cracks your comfort and exposes your limits. Every setback is a clue. Every heartbreak is feedback. Every failure is fuel, if you know how to use it. Your pain is not the problem. Your reaction to it is. You either run from it or you rise through it. Study it. Don't escape it, decode it. Let it sharpen you. Let it show you exactly where to strike next. You want power? You want to be untouchable? Then master your relationship with pain. Use it to aim with precision. The ones who fear pain play small. The ones who master it, they become immortal.
So pain isn't just part of the path, it is the path?
Exactly. The sooner you stop running from it, the sooner you become unstoppable. Everyone wants to be heard. But the most dangerous man in the room is the one who listens. That's why silence is a weapon. The loudest man is usually the weakest. He's trying to convince the world because deep down he hasn't convinced himself. If you're always talking, you're not learning. If you're always posting, you're not building. Noise kills precision. Silence creates gravity. It sharpens your thoughts, it protects your power. And when you finally speak, people pay attention. If they always know what you're doing, what you think, where you stand, you're already compromised. Silence is strategy. Stop narrating your grind. Move in shadows. Speak only when it shifts momentum. Silence isn't weakness. It's self-respect. It's clarity. It means your voice serves a purpose, not your ego. Use silence to plan, to study, to reload, to rebuild, to reposition. Every move doesn't need an announcement. Let your silence confuse them. Let your wins expose them. You don't need to prove, just improve. The quiet man, he's the one to watch.
So it's not about staying quiet. It's about building power behind the scenes?
Exactly. Silence buys control, and control wins the game. Confidence isn't a feeling, it's a result. It doesn't come from affirmations, it comes from evidence. Most people fake confidence. They quote motivation, wear luxury, rehearse personas, but real confidence? You can't buy it. You'd have to bleed for it. Real confidence walks into a room and shifts the energy without a word, because it's rooted in proof, not performance. You don't speak confidence into existence. You grind for it. You earn it through effort, repetition, and suffering. You show up when you don't want to. You train when it's cold. You work when no one claps. That's the foundation. Every skipped excuse, every quiet rep, every task done with precision when you could have coasted, that's where it's forged. Confidence is quiet. It doesn't flex. It radiates. It doesn't beg. It earns. If you want to stop second-guessing yourself, build a track record your brain can't deny. Stack wins. Stack proof. Stack reasons to believe. Then walk like you've already conquered, because you have. Don't chase confidence. Chase the standard that builds it.
So it's not something you say, it's something you live?
Exactly. You don't find confidence, you become it. Time is the one thing you can't cheat. It exposes everyone eventually. You can fake effort online, you can flex success for a season, but time always tells the truth. While you're watching others win, remember, their highlight reel doesn't show the decade of silence behind it, the grind, the losses, the sleepless nights. Time doesn't care how hard it felt, it cares what you repeated, what you executed, what you built. You're either investing time or burning it. You're either getting sharper or slipping backwards. There is no neutral. Every hour wasted watching another man's life, that's your legacy decaying, your edge dulling. Time is the only currency you never get back. It won't pause for your excuses. It won't stop for your doubts. Track it, guard it, make it work for you. Because if you don't, it'll work against you.
Stack your hours with precision. Compound your routines. Dominate your time, or it will dominate you. So it's not just about how you spend time, it's how time spends you.
Exactly. Time is always moving. The question is, are you moving with it? Everybody says they want to be strong until it costs them comfort, until the pain shows up, until life tests their conviction. But here's the truth. You don't become unbreakable by avoiding pain. You become unbreakable by meeting it again and again and refusing to fold. Most of you are not weak. You're just unfamiliar with pressure. The first sign of resistance, you pause. The first hint of discomfort, you soften. You want to be strong? Then stop seeking ease. Seek exposure. Seek heat. That's where steel is made. That's where the ones who matter separate from the ones who watch. You've been lied to, told that struggle is something to escape, that adversity is a curse. It's not. It's the filter, the gatekeeper, the process. Every single version of you that broke, every moment you gave up, collapsed, made excuses, that's the old you trying to stay alive. But he has to die if you want to level up. Pain is not personal, it's not unfair, it's not special, it's the common language of growth. The question is, can you speak it fluently? Start tracking the days you wanted to quit and didn't. That's your foundation. That's the brickwork of the unbreakable man. You want armor? Earn it. Through consistency, through silence, through doing the reps when you're sick, when you're broke, when nobody claps. Everyone looks hard until life gets loud, until pressure reveals your wiring. And in that moment, your excuses don't count. Only your standards do. Let me tell you something about suffering. It introduces you to yourself. When things fall apart, when everything you planned breaks, when the storm hits, that's when your real identity shows up. You don't build character in the good times. You expose it in the fire. And if you've been lying to yourself, the fire doesn't lie. You want to be unbreakable? Then start breaking with purpose. Not emotionally, strategically. Let life test you and respond with standards, not feelings. Most men crumble because their strength was built on conditions. I'll be strong if it goes well. That's not strength, that's dependency. Unbreakable means you show up no matter what. Rain, loss, embarrassment, it doesn't matter because you made a contract with yourself and your signature was written in pain.
So being unbreakable, it's not just surviving. It's choosing to be sharp when everything around you says collapse.
Exactly. It's not about being untouched, it's about being untouchable. Unbreakable doesn't mean you don't feel pain. It means you don't fold because of it. It means you rise anyway. And that's what makes you different. That's what makes you legendary. We live in a world obsessed with being seen. Validation is the new drug. Everyone's addicted to approval. But here's the truth. The ones who are remembered, they weren't trying to be popular. They were trying to be permanent. You think legacy comes from going viral, from getting verified? No. Legacy comes from decisions, from standards, from doing the boring things that compound while everyone else chases clout. Likes are rented. Legacy is owned. You think you're making moves by posting daily, but you're just feeding a system that forgets you tomorrow. Most men are building a digital ghost. Loud today, gone tomorrow. What are you really leaving behind? You want to be remembered? Then start building what can't be scrolled past. Build systems, build results, build impact. Your followers don't define you. Your reputation does. And reputation is built in the dark, when no one is watching but your standards. Every post, every video, every product. Ask yourself, does this echo or is this just noise? A man chasing likes is owned, controlled, programmed to perform. But a man chasing legacy, he moves different. He doesn't post for applause. He builds in silence. And most people won't understand that. They'll mock you for disappearing. They'll question your silence. But one day, they'll study your name. Legacy isn't about the now. It's about forever. It's about living in a way that makes death irrelevant. The ones who built nations, who led empires, who changed culture, they weren't chasing hearts and comments. They were chasing contribution. They were chasing weight. Let me say this. If your name doesn't mean anything when you're gone, then it never really meant anything while you were here. What are you building that outlives your lifestyle? What are you creating that won't die with your username? You don't need fame. You need weight. Influence without intention is just noise. Replace your likes with leverage. Replace your posts with proof. Replace your hype with history. Stop aiming to be remembered for what you said. Be remembered for what you built.
So legacy isn't about being seen now. It's about being felt forever?
Exactly. The loudest man gets attention, but the most disciplined man leaves a mark. Forget being liked. Be legendary. Leadership isn't about titles, followers, or who's listening. Leadership is about responsibility, ownership, results. The world is full of people calling themselves leaders, but they've led no one, changed nothing, and sacrificed even less. You don't become a leader when people clap for you. You become a leader when it hurts, and you still choose to show up. Titles don't make you powerful. Standards do. Execution does. Leadership is earned through pressure. When things break, when people panic, when the vision's blurry, the leader is the one who moves anyway. You want to lead? Then bleed first. Suffer first. Show them what it looks like when it's hard. That's leadership. Most people want leadership without weight. They want respect without responsibility. But leadership is a burden, and the strong carry it. Leadership isn't about being in front. It's about being accountable when no one else wants to be. Leaders don't make excuses, they make standards. A leader doesn't need applause, he needs results. He doesn't need attention, he needs alignment. If people don't trust your execution, they won't follow your words. If they don't trust your integrity, they'll never commit to your vision. The question isn't whether you have influence. The question is, do you have weight? Can you be counted on when everything's on the line? Most people fold when it's hard. A leader hardens. Most people run. A leader anchors. Leadership means taking the bullet when it goes wrong and giving the credit away when it goes right. It means planning when others distract, sacrificing when others rest, holding a vision that nobody else understands yet. Your team, your family, your circle, they don't need motivation. They need an example. Be that. Be undeniable. Stop waiting for permission to lead. Stop waiting for the world to validate your crown. You crown yourself in the fire. You validate yourself through sacrifice. Real leadership doesn't ask for a spotlight. It becomes the light.
So leadership isn't about being first. It's about being the one who doesn't fall?
Exactly. Leadership isn't what you say. It's what you survive. Earn the weight. Carry the crown. Lead without asking.
Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe for more content like this, and be sure to comment your opinion down below. Thanks.